in Ghana before, and this is a great opportunity. The show has a lot of other superstars home-based that will be featuring, aside myself. You know what I mean? See this as an opportunity. I see this as the biggest reggae dancehall Afrobeat event ever. You know what I mean? To happen, and with the involvement of these great internationals, which doesn't happen on a silver platter. You can't just do certain things, and we would want to share with the media so that they know that these and that are the things that we put together to make them happy every time. Because people just want to come to events and enjoy themselves on Christmas and Yuletide seasons, but they don't know what we go through, and it's only the media and us that can share it. So to keep it short, I repeat, the event is at the Fantasy Dome Trade Fair Round Pavilion to everybody watching. And then the time of the show is 7 p.m. prompt. Date is 28 December. And then tickets definitely are selling. Physical tickets started selling today, but it's been online already for all those who are coming. Those who can purchase via their mobile money and their Visa cards and stuff. And for people, who love to do online stuff. And then for others who love to do physical stuff, the tickets are here ready and available. And I say this, the rates are the cheapest rate you can find within this season. Starting from 20 CD to 50 CD to 150, right? Exactly. And then you can call for your platinum reservations and tables and everything, because we seek to make this event a top notch. Where you can have from all walks and class of the classes of life come through and attend, because trust you me, it's going to be a great one, where people come out to enjoy. Because without music, what would the world be? Forget your worries. You do your one corner cook and then you scam. So the tickets, I'm going to tell you where you can find the tickets from the horse's own mouth, so that Charlie, if you go in only there, you will know say me no talk. So from the fact that I talk, for those to be authentic. Yeah, here we go again. You can find the tickets at Koala Supermarkets. Facebook. Let me start again, yeah? Koala Super, but I can run them through, yeah? So Koala Supermarkets, Airport Shell, all the ends where you can get your tickets. The MC is going to run through and be vivid on which points. But for me, I just want to let you know that it's going to be a great time. It's going to be another huge time for us to come close to good music, reggae music, Afrobeat and dancehall, and you never leave there the same. You leave there with an experience of hoping to have to attend the event next year. So big up yourself, yeah? Bless up.
A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for him. He's from who I call a quintessential and versatile reggae dancehall artist. Alright, so the program continues, but I'll plead that we all be seated because we're going to be taking our questions, and the mechanism is such that I'll be going around with the microphone. Okay, so by show of hands, I'll just move to you and then give you the microphone. Then you can ask your questions. So at this point, I would want us to be seated. Be seated, and then the program will continue. Ladies and gentlemen, before I go on, Stonebwoy just dropped a new banger for the Christmas. And so whilst we are whilst we want to settle and then think and respond for our questions, at this moment I would ask DJ Waps to drop that banger for us. It's all about a big concept happening on from Koala Supermarket, Airport in the street. Airport Shell Police Station or Superstar Police Station. YFM premises Lima. YFM premises Akamo, Foresight TV, Hits FM, Joy FM, Club Onyx, Oasis Lounge, Palace Mall, Kiki Beast, Legon, Angel Filling Station at Shaiman, Samsung Boutique at Shaiman, Community 18 Shell, Samsung Showrooms, Twinkle Central, the first Fantasy Dome, and then Community Shell. These secure your tickets. Alright, so reliable info reaching me is that instead of the Samsung showrooms you are seeing on the flyers, it's supposed to be Electroland Ghana. So you take notes. You take notes. These are the places you can secure a ticket. The early bird, of course, catches the wind. So that's it. So of course, if you want to call for the tickets to be delivered to you too, the numbers to call are the 0246038760. I take it again, 0246038760. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, I think all is set for us to take the questions, okay? So the questions should be straightforward and relevant. And then it should be pertaining to the beam concept or the achievement for Stonebwoy. Alright, so you share your hand, okay? You put up your hand, and then this beautiful lady will just bring the microphone to you. You ask your questions, and then the beam student would answer you. Alright, so any questions, ladies and gentlemen? If you have any questions, by show of hands, the microphone will get to you. We want to do this quickly, and then, you know, disperse, catch up, and of course, enjoy the rest of the holiday. Alright, so when the microphone is given to you, you mention your name, you identify your organization, and then you ask your question. Alright, so you mention your name, your organization, and then you ask your question. Alright, thank you.
Alright, thank you very much. I'm an administrator of it. I write for the New Times Corporation, publishers of The Spectator and the Ghanaian Times. My question is, we all know that Beam Contest is happening on 28th December at the Fantasy Dome. And from nowhere, we also saw another Thanksgiving coming up from your record label mate. How do you feel? And what efforts have you made in contacting him to either put a hold to it or your team greasing up your efforts to galvanize a lot of support for your program? Thank you.
Thank you. Alright, so we'll take 2 more questions, then you can address all together. So the next question. The next question, ladies and gentlemen. Alright.
My name is Felix of Felix Government. My first question is, I only heard the name Morgan Heritage as one of the artists performing on the night. Which other artists are performing on the night? And then again, fill the dome. What if we don't fill the dome on that day? Those are my 2 questions.
One more question, then Stonebwoy addresses them, then we can take the subsequent ones. Okay, so I'll just handle you. You have a question.
Alright, my name is Gio Chaipa, Ghana Celebrities. Yeah, Stonebwoy. When it comes to your fan base, it's been argued that you are that introvert type, so most of your fans are on social media. What explanation do you have to give? And thus, you can't make it or you can't fill the dome. That's the argument out there.
Alright, so I'll hand over to Stonebwoy to address these questions, then we can take more.
Yeah, thank you very much for the question, Stone. Yeah, actually, I would want to start from the 3rd one and then we move on to the first one. Before I begin, I know that Ghana is a country where we've all come this far. We've had legends do this. We've had the OCB Sirs, we've had the Pat Thomases, we've had the Kodoe Trees and the Amachi Dedes, even before them, the Jedu Ambules and all of that. I am one artist who sees the whole industry from a bigger perspective, and I am sincerely not a huge fan of how things are moving on, or how we see or perceive or have to understand how things go on in our times as we are today. Making it seem like we are the only stars that have ever come out of Ghana. No. We are not the first ones to do some of the first things. But I've always told myself to be one of the first people to do some of the first things. And I can go on and on and on about the things that have gone through my hands, and I'm grateful to have done. So literally, come back to the question. We know that everybody has their own traits and characters, you know. We have introverts, we have extroverts, we have people who, aside this, I don't know what other type of person, but maybe we should have middle. So I don't know what word to use for that. If you are introvert or extrovert. In the middle, what are you? What? Okay. So I'll just probably put myself in the middle. Like you said, ambivert. Into the middle, me extrovert and me introvert. Me feeling. And I feel like we are growing to be a country where somebody's attitude or what they are, which they're allowed to be as an extrovert, is beginning to define the measures or how artists should behave. I remember that that's not how it's going to be, because we are all different people as you're here. Not everybody loves camera. Some people are even shy as humans. But I find myself in the middle. So I don't see it as an unfortunate thing. Neither do I see it as a fortunate thing, because that is who and how I am. Anybody close to me knows that I'm not an introvert, but I can relate it to what you mean. So I come back and say that may characters of somebody who is thriving, doing well with their behavior as in the music industry, define how other people should move. I pray that you guys help send across this information so that other artists and the masses are well educated to understand that that doesn't mean that other musicians are less popular. Neither are they less relevant, because they are not extrovert loving characters. Do you know what I mean? Good. So I hope that is well understood. So you raised another point that so then it meant that my fans are only on social media. And so I think that point is it's a question though, but nobody lives on social media. Nobody stays, nobody sleeps there, nobody has a bed on social media. We are all humans, we're here, we only use phones, you know. So I don't know why that comment, I don't know how I'm supposed to answer, but everybody has fans on social media, right? Or the fans are supposed to be somewhere else instead of social media. I don't really get that question, but I kind of understand what you mean. I have a whooping number of 1.4 million on Instagram, and a million plus on Facebook, and almost approaching 1 million on Twitter. But you know that that's social media vibes. You know what I mean? And we've had artists who have been and was where social media wasn't. And who knows, tomorrow, 10 years to come, there may not be Instagram. Just like there was High Five. And then how does that define you as a relevant artist? So that side shouldn't be taken too much consideration. But to say that I do not have fans on the turf is a big lie. I do have fans on the turf. I put like 45,000 plus fans in Ashaiman alone. We've been doing this for a while, and people love and patronize the music that we do, and especially a character, an ambivert like myself. So I hope that is well answered. See? And for the second question, what was it about?
It was about
the second one. Yours was the first. Good.
other artists.
Yes. Which other artists on the bill? This event is actually headlined by myself and my senior brothers from Jamaica, you know, Morgan Heritage. And there are other artists as well who will throw their support behind us. It's like a tall list, you know, others that will jump on without even notice come the 28th. I have artists like Victor A.D. from Nigeria already who came through to say, yo, I want to be on here. 2 days ago, we didn't know he would be part of it. There's another superstar, Guadeloupe. I don't know if I can say a Guadeloupean or a Guadeloupe artist. Huge. It does French and reggae and raga. You know the genre of music that's taking me around the world is reggae and dancehall. So my padre was outside, you know what I mean? So his name is Admiral T. I want to use this opportunity to beg Ghana to look at him. There are French people in Ghana as well, because Ghana is a multi-lingual country, which has people here that speak only French. And so we are spreading our wings to get people to know these arts, because in the same way this art will lead the way for us to move out of our comfort zone, which is Ghana, to expand our music also. So aside these three basically headlining the event, there are other superstars like the Yaponos, the Joey B, the Pesiatas, the Waisa, the Medical, Chris Wado, like the Aku Vibes, and all the Ghanaian brothers and the sisters who you know, and even undergrounds. You know, there's an opportunity where I can't be greedy about, because I don't believe that I've been greedy about any of the stages that I've mounted. You know, you find me rooting out upcoming artists and everybody, because I believe that music is a mission we can all share. We need voices to sing this message. So literally, I hope your question is answered. There are going to be more and many artists to be announced even, you know. And then the first question was, if I get it clear, it's somebody else is organizing, another artist is organizing a show, a label mate is organizing a show on the same day. Sincerely speaking, I do not own any day in Ghana. I do not own any day to say 28 belongs to my father or belongs to my mother. But 28 has been announced a long time ago as the day that we're going to be doing our big concert. So only to see another flyer. We don't even have venues yet. I think as far as I know, we don't have venues of where that 28 is going to be. You know, it could be in Kumasi, it could be in Tamale, it could be in the north. But you guys know the history of how me and such artists go. So you can easily tell the tension of it's trying to be like a competition. Exactly. So I understand from which point you're coming, and I can't run from it. I'll call a spade a spade. Though he hasn't mentioned his venue, I believe that an artist of my standard will not put an event on a day of another artist who is equally huge, because I think it will send signals that will seem unhealthy. Exactly, because that will mean that, okay, we're going to see who is who and who can do what. You know what I mean? But as far as I'm concerned, that signal is out already and I can't stop it. So you'd have people think and say stuff. You'd have me also think from another school of thought that, yo, this could be like a form of sabotage so that I can't be able to fill the door. Right? Good. But that is what it is. So we all know what we are dealing with as Ghanaians. So we all know what we are dealing with. So when the media is looking on to that, and then everybody's expectation is that, yo, that might make it difficult for us to get a reasonable number per se fill the door. You know what I mean? But I do not see that as a competition at all, because I will definitely have to sell my ticket. I would have to do my promotions. I would have to keep on doing what I'm doing already, you know, to get my numbers. You know what I mean? What if you didn't put a day on what if you didn't put a show on that day as well? So my concentration definitely is not about who is doing what on that day and who is not doing what on that day. But the signals have long been set, and we all know why so I see it as, you know, and something that I'm not bothered about. but it shows us what and who and how our industry is thinking pertaining these two giants of artists that you guys know. You know what I mean? So I'm not too worried, and I'm not doing anything to try to stop his show, because then that will mean that I've left what I'm doing to concentrate on another man's thing. So I'm actually not even thinking about what to do to stop somebody, but I'm thinking about what to do to continue moving and to keep my show kicking, and to probably at the end of the day, when it gets very successful, which will be, then everybody will see that, oh, and there's the air and the crown and AB and all per se, or hit that year show, no, ambasso, or no, whoever is going to get the shame will bear the shame, and we leave it to the people to speak. So it goes two ways. Whatever action somebody picks, begets a reaction. But that will not stop us at all, because from the horse's own mouth, I do not see that as a competition, because I don't own any day in Christmas.
And follow up to that, as artists coming from same level, has there been some sort of conversation from your superiors in the label to trying to stop this kind of competition? Because you first rightly said that it looked unhealthy. Has something gone in as a label? Because you are not coming from different labels. It's one telephone music. What are your label officers doing about it?
All right, that's a good one. I mean, rationally, that is a good one. You know, from the same label, there has to be talks. It has to be, but I think it's gone past that level where you have dates out now. So we have to just focus and push. But I'm not ignoring yours, but I believe that this question would have to be answered by label heads like the ARs and who not and whatnot. So I trust that you should put this on so that you know you can get a befitting answer. You know, although the dates are out, when you get your answer, I think it will fit the reason why that is happening. But like I said, I see this as zero competition, and I don't own any day, but it clearly sends all sorts of signals, and we are all witnesses. But for me, I wouldn't put an event on top of another brother's event, knowing the magnitude, you know, knowing my weight is even. But sincerely speaking, on my level, nothing there. See, on my level, nothing there. I understand music so much so that, God forbid, but if only one person comes to the door, that person will be the happiest person on the 28th.
Wow. Repeat. Repeat.
I understand music so much so that if one person comes to the dome on the 28th, that person will be the luckiest person to get all of these performances for themselves only. Because I travel outside Ghana to play shows for people that I don't know nothing about. The last tour I did didn't find me concentrating on Ghanaian artists. I did the Summer Jam, the Reggae Guild, the Utrecht. I did reggae dancehall shows that will take you out of your comfort zone, that you have to do what music really takes for you to do. So I'm sending this as a signal. After the big concert during next year, God willing, when we have life, and we shall, we're coming for the Ghanaian markets abroad. Then we will see where I go on.
Alright, so thank you very much, Stonebwoy. I believe all the questions have been answered.